Hey, welcome to Brunch with Brian this morning. Today it's April 4th, and I've talked about this before on Brunch with Brian, but it's my sister Karen's birthday, and she passed away a few years back of early onset Alzheimer's, which is very scary, about the scariest thing you can get. So I want you guys to. I take a couple things from this, guys. Not to be too somber today, because it is Fresh Start Monday. It's the closest Monday to the beginning of a month, and whenever we see that, it's like, what am I going to accomplish this month? It's a fresh start month. So obviously, guys, I want you to do at least one deal this month, 1 to 3 deals, depending on where you are in your business. And if you're just starting out, you really got to be gearing up for a big summer. So this is the time. Spring is an awesome time. So we have a fresh start and pretty much a new month kind of, and a Monday. So it's our Fresh Start Monday, and I want you to really be thinking. You got April and May going into summer, and I want you to have a really big summer. So, guys, I want you to have a great summer this summer and really do well. But the two things I want to take out of today is that health is such a huge thing. Let's face it, guys. I mean, we all want to be in control of our lives, in control of our work situations and our happiness. And there's a lot of extraneous factors that can impinge on your happiness, and health is the biggest one. And if you're going through any health challenges, you know what I'm talking about. And over the last couple of years, of course, with the COVID and everything, a lot of us have had health challenges. So, boy, just do what you can do to take care of yourself. And I know that there's some things they talk about, like with Alzheimer's, is if you get a lot of exercise. Now, my sister worked in a chemical plant. She worked for the Coke company, KOCH, and she worked for 3M. So I don't know. I mean, she was around a lot of chemicals. She was a chemical engineer. She was brilliant. She was the smartest. I mean, I'm pretty smart, but she was really smart and really focused, more focused than me. And so she was amazing. And so, when I think about Karen, I think great focus and great intelligence. But you know what also I think? I think she was very hard on herself all the time. You didn't see Karen like going around laughing and being happy that much. She was very focused, and maybe I just didn't see that side of her as much. But it's really sad what happened to her, and I just pray for all of you guys and myself and our family that we never go through that. But guys, that's why we want to take care of ourselves, because whatever health issue is going to take you out, and something will, you're going to die of something. I hope you die of when you're 105, just die of old age, the body just gave up, okay? But, if you know, and this, I wouldn't mind, guys, it's not a bad idea to do one of those 23andMe or Ancestry where they run your DNA, and they actually can give you a report on what your genetic makeup is predisposed to having health issues with. So I think that's a good idea. Now that kind of technology is available and at a reasonable cost, we should all probably do that. And then, research if you have a tendency towards kidney problems. It's amazing the detail in these DNA reports. Or perhaps Alzheimer. Do you have a potential developing for Alzheimer's? So then you got to study. I know I do, because there's a genetic tie to it. I hope it was more environmental. But then you got to check out, well, what can you do? And there's almost always, I take my vitamins. Okay, it sounds kind of simple, but just taking a multivitamin just to make sure your body gets enough of what it needs, hopefully. A decent multivitamin can be very helpful. Let's face it, none of us eat enough of. Actually, there's a friend of mine we just had dinner with last night, Peter and Dia, and they eat great right now. They're on a keto thing, so they're really going with the vegetables. They're eating tons of vegetables, and Peter's lost like 25 pounds recently, so that's really good. So they're eating really healthy, but it's hard to eat healthy, and so a vitamin can help, and I think that helps with stuff like folic acid and vitamin D, stuff you don't think about necessarily that you may be lacking. So that, and you hope that if you're taking your vitamins and getting some exercise, that you can ward off, whatever issues you may have. And so obviously, if you know people who passed away young, they're, one of the lessons of that is to really try to take care of yourself and, even do research into your genetic makeup, see what you're predisposed to have issues with, and then do whatever you can to address that. Now, the other thing I think that I take from that is, boy, you just don't know how long you have, do you? And so we all, we aren't in control. And we think we're in control of our lives and we want to be in control of our lives, but boom, something happens, you get sick, and you don't have control all of a sudden. And so that's a big thing to me, is that the only way you have control over your health is to take control over your health and try to really stay in good shape. But at the end, at some point, guys, it's all out of your control. So try to enjoy try to get the most out of it until you lose control. Until you can't control anymore, until you are gone. When people die young, I always think, wow, take advantage. Was that person happy? Did they have a happy life? Did they enjoy the time that they had? And so sometimes I'm very guilty of this, of just getting, worrying, being a worrywart, and I'm a thinker brain. So there's two kinds of attorneys: ones that think of everything that can go wrong, and ones that are trying to help you make a deal. So I call them sticklers and deal makers. And so when you find an attorney, this is a little golden nugget. I want you to find a deal maker, not a stickler. When you're doing your real estate. However, sometimes you want a stickler if you're entering into some kind of very complex legal arrangement, like a commercial syndication or something. Then you need a stickler. So, guys, just enjoy your life. Get the most out of it. Every day. Try to be around people that you like, and that's a big thing too. Sometimes we're in situations or jobs we're stuck, where we just are around people who are not pleasant, and the only way you're going to get out of these unpleasant situations is be able to control your life financially. And that's achieving financial freedom. That's through real estate. Real estate's the best vehicle we ever found, guys. There's a lot of different ways to do real estate. So hang in with us, and we are going to be teaching you a lot of new things. We're going to get more into, we teach a lot about the creative financing side of the business. I'm going to teach you guys a lot more at our next Taking Action about the rehab and the wholesale side, finding ugly properties. We're going to touch more on that, because there's strategies there, guys, that people aren't using and that relate to what we always have been teaching you all along. We're also getting more into the tech tools, and I want you guys using some kind of tech tools. It just really advances your career. So talk to us about that, and we can hopefully help you with that as well. So guys, make the most out of every day. And be around people that love you and care about you and like you and want to be around you as much as you can, and try to get out of situations where that's not the case, and so that you have every day and you can wake up in the morning with a smile on your face and not dreading your life. And so again, real estate can be a vehicle to get you there, and we can be the drivers of that vehicle for you. I mean, come on, get involved with us, guys, and take the training to the next level. Really apply it. This summer could be life-changing. So let's change our lives this summer. Okay, deep breaths. We always do our deep breaths. Deep breath in. Hold it a little bit and exhale. Another deep breath in. Sadie doesn't know where to go. Exhale. Sadie loves Daddy. Saturn and Mars. Another deep breath in. Come here, Marzi. And exhale. And so, guys, our affirmation today is let's make the most of every day. Okay, so let's say that I'll make the most of every day. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'll make the most of every day. One more time. I'll make the most of every day. And of course, we can't always do that, but let's try to make the most of every minute and live our lives to the fullest. So it's great spending this special morning with you guys. Have a fresh start. Have an awesome April. And we will be talking to you tomorrow on Brunch with Brian.